Just watched Alien vs Predator 2 Requiem, and yeah, it's pretty bad. The thing is that like it's just such a terrible, terrible film. And I've seen the first film, which wasn't particularly good either. It's just very much. I mean, they shouldn't even bother calling it Alien vs Predator. Like, firstly, like the Alien vs Predator bit is very, very short. Most of the movie is Alien and Predator. They just happen to be in the same town. They're visiting this town for whatever reason, and they're just killing a bunch of people. And that's pretty much the movie, which sounds cool enough, right? But I don't know. It just doesn't work along the way. It's just boring and uninspired. But it did use that get to the chopper line, and I was like, really? You're gonna use that in this film? Really? Get to the chopper? Really? Anyway. So another big thing this week and all this past few weeks has been about the race issues. Well, I'll say this week. I mean, it's been going on for a long time. I know that, but it's kind of blown up a little bit recently. I don't want to talk too much about it right now. I feel like there's better voices out there that should be heard. But for now, I do feel like I just need to say that I see a lot of fighting, or in fighting specifically. I see a lot of people fighting over some insignificant things, and it just seems to me like, whether you want to use the Black Lives Matter hashtag or the All Lives Matter hashtag or the Blue Lives Matter hashtag or Pink Lives Matter, whatever, it's like everybody wants the same thing. We just go about getting there in different ways, and it just seems people are fighting over the way we get there, and it just seems ridiculous to me. Why are we fighting over the path when the paths all lead to the same place? They're just doing it different ways, going in different directions, but all leading to the same place. It's like if you want to go to the park and somebody wants to take path A, and you want to take path B, and then you're fighting over which path to take. Oh, I want to take this path, rah, 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 rah. No, I want to take this path, rah, 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 rah. But in the end, it's like the paths both go to the same place. Maybe one path is longer, maybe one path is more complicated, maybe one path has this and that, maybe one path doesn't have this and that, whatever. But in the end, it goes to the same place, and different folks, different strokes. Some people prefer this way, some people prefer that way, and sometimes we're just going to say, hey, okay, cool, well, that's the way you want to go, cool, you do that. This is where I want to go, cool, I do that. And we just need to understand that we're different, and we do things differently, and in the end, it's just about we're all going to the same place. We're just doing it in different ways. But anyway, that's all I want to say for now. Maybe I'll talk more about it some other time. Maybe I won't. I don't know. There's the thing. I ain't no fitness freak, but when I work out, I work out. No gym required. The thing is, you can go to the gym if you want to, nothing wrong with that. But the main thing is that, you get your workouts in, just trying to stay healthy body, all that, healthy mind. It's not about being a fitness freak, it's not about doing it every day and spending hours and hours and hours doing it, but, just trying to keep healthy, just so, you've got some, so if you ever have to run for the bus, you're not going to have a heart attack and that like that. But I do prefer coming out to places like this because it's just open, you can just get on with it. This place in particular, usually quite quiet. Not always, but usually when I come, it's quite quiet, so it's good. Just get on with it. It was raining earlier, so it's a little bit wet, but still, it's not raining now, so it's all good. It's all good. It's nice to come out in the summer, though. I'm trying out a new workouts app. It's called Freeletics Body Weights. There's a bunch of Freeletics apps. The one I'm trying out is called Body Weights, and the idea is to just literally do exercise with your body weight. It's new for me. I think I've been around a while, but it's new for me. So I'm not going to recommend it just yet. But I've been trying it out, using it today, doing a workout with it. About 10-minute workout. Well, it says about 10-minute workout. It took me about 11 minutes. So first time. But so far so good. So far so good. I'm going to use it a little bit more. And if I feel like it needs to be recommended, then I shall be recommending it. But for now, so far so good. Alright, so here's a question for you guys. What things do people do that make no sense whatsoever to you? Like just things that people do that you just think, that I just don't get it. I don't get why people do that, that sort of stuff. Now, I'm not trying to be judgmental because I know there's probably loads of things that I do that don't make no sense to nobody. It's all good, it is what it is. But, you know, you see people do things, you just think, I just don't get it. I don't understand why people do that. For the life of me, just think like, wow, why do people do this? So I'll start. Here's what doesn't make any sense to me. People complaining, lots of things, by the way, don't make sense to me. But I'll start with this one. People complaining about their pay from their job. So you get a job, you know what the pay's going to be. They tell you the pay in an advert, in the job advert, in the paper or the website. You talk about the pay in the interviews, in the contracts or whatever. You know, you talk about it when you agree when you agree to the job. So why is it when people get a job, like, you know, within weeks or a month later, whatever it is, they complain about the pay? I don't just mean like, oh man, it's a low paid job, because I get it, some jobs are low paid. But I mean like incessantly complaining about the pay. And I'm just like, why are you complaining? You know, you knew what it was before you took the job. What is the point of complaining about it now? You know, you never heard of anybody getting a pay rise because they complained about the pay. It doesn't happen. You know what, pay, you want more money, you got to earn more money. You know what I mean? You can't just complain and expect to get more money. It doesn't work that way. But it happens. Pretty much, I don't know about every job I had, but certainly a good number of jobs I've had. There's always somebody or a few people who would just complain all the time about the pay, and it just makes absolutely no sense to me. But anyway, that's what makes no sense to me. Of the many things that people do that make no sense, that don't make any sense to me, that's one of them. But yeah, let me know some things that people do that you just think, I don't get it. I just don't understand why people do that. All right.
That's what that was on the PSP. For fighting Tekken 6 is actually on PSP. And so